Welcome to Keep This in Mind, brought to you by DavidASpeck.com. I am David A. Speck. So here's the deal. Hold on. I'm live. Welcome to Work From Home. It's the last Friday of the year. And it's been a while since I've been here. And I just wanted to share a few thoughts as we go through the last Friday of 2023. Maybe it's been a good year for you. Maybe it's been a challenging year for you. I have seen so much change over the last year. There's been so many things that have come out of the woodwork over the last year. And for me, as I ponder the year that's gone by, I have to be honest and say it's been a year of challenges. Challenges in people's health, challenges in people's careers, challenges in people's families. And for me, I've been watching you. If you're watching this, I've been watching you. And I know you've been struggling too. You've been dealing with changes. You've been dealing with things out of left field. You've been dealing with the unexpected. And can I tell you, I see you. We see you. We are in this together. For many of us, the ongoing challenge of health has completely taken some crazy turns. As somebody who continues to contend for his health, and the fact that I lost 100 pounds, again, if this is your first time hearing it, great. If you've heard this before, act like it's the first time. 2018, lost 120. Kept most of it off for the last 5 years. And now I see people in my circle, people outside my circle, who are wanting to do the same, who may have done something, but they just can't get the victory over the long term. And so I want to ask you the question today. Are you going into 2024 with your resolutions, your goals, your plans, simply as a means to an end? Or are you trying to transform your life? You see, the two are not the same. They may have a lot of the same components, but to truly transform, you have to get okay with the fact that it's always going to be a certain way. When you make a decision to make a change, that decision will carry lifelong repetition. But if you're only doing something in the short term to get to a certain goal so that you can go back to the way it was, can I tell you it's going to be a very difficult time. I've seen people in our health coaching business who have lost a tremendous amount of weight only to gain it back. And they don't ever go back to where they were. They always go back past where they were because they used the tools that Tina and I teach as a means to an end. I've seen people who have tried to improve their leadership or their career, but only to get to the next stage, only to get to the next promotion, only to get to the next deadline. And an internal change just does not take place. They don't change and transform themselves, and then they fall back into bad habits after they've passed the milestone that they set for themselves. Now, when I say they, I'm also including me. See, in full transparency, I still contend for my health. I still have issues with food. I still have tendencies to not make a decision, tendencies to make the wrong decision, tendencies to not move myself forward. We all do. We're human. We face challenges, and we don't always make the right decision. Nobody's perfect. The only perfect person to ever walk this earth walked on water. But instead of looking back at 2023 through the lens of all your shortcomings, all of your failures, all of your mistakes, all of your wrong decisions, begin to look back at it as the opportunities. What are the lessons that you've learned? What did the failures teach you? What did the wrong decisions and the consequences of those decisions teach you? And now as we head into this final weekend, now as we find the final weekend of 2023, can I ask you, what are you going to do different next year? You see, there's so many tools out there in so many areas. If you want to be a better leader, there's coaching for that. If you want to take control of your health, there's so many tools for that. And I'm seeing more and more people, leaning into things like, the Mounjaro shot or Wegovy or, name the shot. There's 100 different names now. And I have no problem with somebody who seeks out help to take control of their health. Tools are tools for a reason. But what I do want to caution you is if it's simply a means to an end, if it's simply a way to get you to where you want to go for now, your challenge is going to be after you get there, after the scale shows what you want it to say, or after you get that promotion, or after you make that amount of money, whatever it is, if you're not consistently changing yourself, consistently transforming yourself, consistently improving yourself, then the tendency is to contract back to your old habits, contract back to a place of comfort, and then you end up losing out. Because when you contract back to a place of comfort, you slide down the slippery slope of bad habits, and you end up worse off than you were if you hadn't ever started in the first place. So as we together look towards the future, as we look towards next year, what are some of the things you want to accomplish? What are some of the things I want to accomplish? What are some of the areas of your life that you feel like are not quite where you want them? Where are some of those things that you're like, I feel like I have a lot of unfinished business in 2023, and I want to get it knocked out in 2024. Can I tell you that the steps are the same, whether it's your health, your business, your career, your personal development? The steps are still all the same. That is this. Get you a coach, somebody that's going to hold you accountable and show you the missing structures in your life. Find you a community of support, people who are on the same path that you are, that can help lift you up, that you can be led, lead others. Number 3, have a plan that you can follow, that doesn't require a lot of thought, but just doing the steps. And 4, building habits. If you think about any area of your life, if you have those 4 components, those 4 things, then you can transform any area of your life. What I learned in my health journey was those 4 things helped me get from my A to my B, and then kept me from my B moving forward. You see, there are people that are watching you. There are people that are watching me. And when we regress, they're watching. And so I don't say that for us to have a negative attitude about where we are. We're human. You're human. I'm human. We make mistakes. We make bad decisions. But at the same time, we have the power to make the right decisions. And whether your 2023 was a year of wonderful success or whether it was a year of huge challenges, you have the power to decide today, what's 2024 going to look like? Are you going to continue to go around the same mountain, continue to be tripped up by the same obstacles that you were in 2023? Or are you going to take a different path this year? Are you going to take a different approach? Are you not going to look at this coming year as a means to an end and just embracing the tools necessary to get you to that next spot on the next mile marker? Or are you truly going to try to transform your life, your health, your business, your career in an ongoing and transformative measure? The decision's yours. All those 4 things that I talked about, coach, community, plan, habits, they are all predicated on you making a decision to embrace them. These 4 things will not work unless this thing is embracing all of them. So as we move forward into 2024, I want to put it out there that I want to journey with you. I'm making a commitment here on this live that this time next year, I'm going to be much better than I was right now. That I'm going to be better in my career. I'm going to be better in my health. I'm going to be better in my leadership. I'm going to be better in my business. And I'm going to do the things necessary with coach, community, plan, habits to continue to get me there, and so that I can continue to evolve and transform into the person that God has meant for me to be. So if you want to journey with me, or if you're like, David, I've never heard of these 4 things. I need to take control of my health. I need to take control of my business. I need to take control of my community. I encourage you, reach out. Go to davidaspeck.com. DM me. Whatever. Let's have a conversation. Let's find out where you want to go. And then I'll be more than happy to help show you the tools to help you get there. See, that's what the beauty of what we do and who we are. That's the beauty. We don't have to do it alone. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. All we have to do is make that decision and then embrace the steps and the components to make it all happen. So I just want to close by saying this. I hope you had a great 2023. Whatever it turned out to be, you have survived every single day of it. And I believe that your best days are ahead of you, not behind you. It all starts with a decision. And if you make the decision, backed up by the action, I guarantee you 2024 will be your best year yet. God bless.